Alright, welcome to the next video. Let's go and get started with the crash course. First, we're going to be talking about marketing and advertising. So the 4 free resources you're really going to want to be focusing on is going to be Craigslist, Facebook's Marketplace, social media, and getting referrals. So starting off with Craigslist, this is going to be your best way to kind of start and get your business off the ground. Thousands of people go on Craigslist to search every single day. Best of all, it's free and easy for you to use. You're going to want to focus on putting quantity out on a Craigslist, see what sticks, and you want to have, hundreds of ads on there. That's really what you want to focus out what you want to focus on starting out. Next would be Facebook's Marketplace. So what you'll notice is certain ads on Craigslist will produce a lot more leads for you. So whenever one of these ads is producing for you, you want to bring it over to Facebook's Marketplace. So unlike Craigslist, Facebook's Marketplace doesn't allow you to post the same quantity. So you're not going to be having, hundreds of ads on Facebook's Marketplace. You'll have, maybe a couple dozen on there. That's really all it'll allow you to do. But this is a totally other market you can kind of hit. It's free. You really want to take advantage of it. Also, joining Facebook groups to find new clients is really, really good. Next is going to be social media, mainly focusing on Instagram, Facebook, Pinterest. Those are all a great way to get quality leads, but you have to kind of work on that first. The only one that'll kind of, get you instant gratification is going to be Pinterest because of the way they search. But Instagram and Facebook, if you can do that properly, works really, really well. Pinterest, it's really interesting that Pinterest is on here. No one else really uses Pinterest, but something we did, we actually have another business. It's a clothing business, and we started using Pinterest about 6 months into using Pinterest. Our website regularly started seeing 1 million hits a month. Then after 9 months, it started regularly seeing 2.5 million hits a month. It was just producing a lot of traffic and a lot of leads to our website. So using Pinterest is definitely a good source. Lastly, referrals. Referrals, you can't beat them. Those are the best way. Becoming friends with everyone and make sure that everyone knows what you do. Tell your customers about referrals. Offer them up to $50 per referral. You can't do more than $50. Track says $50 is the max. Become friends with leasing agents at communities. Bring them food or drinks. People you just met, hand out your cards to them. Just, network. Referrals are the best leads you can possibly get, and it's well worth working on it. All right, so diving a little bit deeper into each one of those. First is Facebook. Facebook has 4.2 billion users on it. This is something you're definitely going to want to take advantage of. First, we're going to talk about the marketplace. You'll be posting just like you would Craigslist. You're going to put pictures up there. You're going to put the price, bedrooms, and a little something about the property. You want to post on here regularly. Focus on posting quality and not quantity. And so it's a little different how you're going to respond to those leads. On Craigslist, you want to focus on just either texting them or calling them. With Facebook, it doesn't let you put a phone number down there. So they're going to contact you first through Facebook. So what you want to do is have a canned response and just send that to them, pretty much just asking them if you're interested in the property. Give me a call at this number. I would be more than happy to provide you with more information. And in just a moment, I'll show you exactly how to, post on Facebook. It's very simple. And I'll also show you how to join Facebook groups and kind of what to look for. So joining Facebook groups, join as many groups as possible. Examples are, apartments, rentals, buy, sell, and rent. City groups like, Houston area, Austin area, Dallas, things like that. Realtor. Just join. The options are endless. Just join as many groups as possible. Once you join the groups, make sure you read the rules, if any, so you don't get banned. Most of the time, it's not really a big deal, but every now and then, they'll have certain rules like don't spam, don't do this or that. Just kind of make sure you read them and abide by their rules. And then you want to regularly post on the groups and then connect within the groups and get yourself involved. All right, now we're going to look at Facebook's Marketplace. So to get to it, it's going to be right over here on the left-hand side. Just click on it. And then you can kind of browse through it, whatever you want to look for. How you're wanting to post on here, you'll hit sell something, pick home for rent, choose rental type, apartment. You can put in the square footage, it is optional. Bedrooms, bathrooms, area. For some reason mine does it really weird, like even though it says Houston, Texas, it is going to actually show in Austin. So I actually have to type out Houston, I have to actually pick a specific area. Put in your price, dog cap, any utilities or anything like that, and then pictures. You can just add what you want. And then you just hit post, and then that's all it is. It's real simple. You're not having to put a number in there or anything. So then you just want to have a canned response ready for them, because then they'll, inquire about this. Like you have a ton of inquiries on this, so you'll just have a canned response. Like this is mine, for example. Yes, for leasing information, call this number. We'd be happy to help you out. We're apartment locators that help you save time and money when apartment hunting. So that's real simple. A lot of people will call on that to check what you are selling. You can just come over here to selling, and then you can see what it is you're looking at. This can be a really good way to get lots of ads. These are actually kind of newer ads. This has actually 4,000 views. This one's not doing so well. I've actually had some that has gotten like 6,000 to 10,000 views. So this can be a really good way to get your business going. All right, next is social media. Every thriving business has a great online social media presence. The main ones you're going to be focusing on are Instagram, Facebook, and Pinterest are all great ways to build a long-lasting, thriving business. Social media accounts aren't built overnight. They take months of work to start seeing leads. You must regularly post on there and work on your account on a daily basis. But post things that make your account fun. Do something with social media that interests you so you'll want to post on there, and then do something that will engage others can engage with, something that you just enjoy. It makes it a lot easier. If you're posting things that you have no interest in, it's going to become a grind and you're not going to consistently do it. So post something that interests you. Like for example, my accounts that I do, it's local events that's going on, really interesting luxury properties that I find, some like crazy high priced ones, and really cool restaurants that I like to go try. I'll make a little post about it on my Instagram, and those gets lots of good hits on it, and it's lots of fun. I enjoy doing it, so I do it regularly. Just post something fun that you like to do, but make sure the biggest thing is it has to be consistent. That is something that if you don't do it consistently, it's not going to work. So using social media management systems to help you keep you on track is a big deal. Examples are, Tailwind and Hootsuite. Both of those allow you to schedule your post. So like, say you're slow for like about an hour. You can plan out all of your ads for the entire week or all of your posts for the entire week just on those, and it'll post for you automatically. Tailwind is what I use. There's actually even a free version on Tailwind. You can schedule it on there. You'll just have to, whenever it's time to post, you'll just have to go in there and actually manually post it, but it'll have everything already saved, so you just have to click buttons. Hootsuite, they do have like I want to say it's either a 1 week or 1 month free. You can kind of try it out, but both of those are really good. They're really cheap to use. I think it's like it's like 12 bucks, 24 bucks. It's not bad, but it can really, help your business out a lot. All right, and last one for now is referrals. Referrals are the best possible lead you can get. You're doing something right and someone wants to recommend you. There's two different targets you can hit. One is clients and friends, and other is the properties. Yes, properties can actually send people to you. So first, let's look at clients and friends. Do what 90% of agents don't do. Simply ask each of your clients if they know anyone else looking. Most agents do not ask for referrals. I have no clue why. It is so simple, especially if you build a great relationship with that client. I have seen agents ask for a referral, and this one lease turns into 6 other leases, and then also turns into 2 home sales. One person just referred someone else, and they referred someone else, and it just kept going and going and going. And that's something that they didn't have to do any marketing for. They didn't pay anything for it. They just did a really good job. The person appreciated it, and they wanted to refer people to them. And it ended up leading to a lot of commissions and a lot of happy people. You can pay up to $50 per referral. Now, this is the maximum according to Trek that you can do. So you can pay it out different ways, but the maximum you can do is $50. Make sure all your friends and family know what you do. I cannot tell you how many referrals I got from friends and family, especially like my cousins starting out. They referred me people nonstop, and they are all really good leases. A lot of downtown, high-rise, mid-rise leases. Those were some of my biggest commissions still. Hand your card out to everyone you come in contact with. Seriously, do it so often. I started out by like giving my card to my hairdresser. She would refer people to me regularly, and I would just, give her $50 for it, and then she was happy, I was happy, and just little things like that, little connections like that can really make a big difference in your business. So next is getting referrals from properties. Properties can send and want to send you leads they can't help. They want to, help everyone they come in contact with, just like us. So they want to, be a problem solver, and you can be you can solve the problem by helping take care of that person. If you build a good relationship with the properties, they can send you endless leads of people actively looking for an apartment. This is really good because this person has shown that they are actually out actively looking at property. So these are serious clients that are really, really good. You can build relationships by visiting their properties every once in a while, regularly referring tenants, bringing them food and drinks. What I like to do when I'm trying to build a new relationship, I'll go by, I'll kind of introduce myself to them, bring a couple of my cards, and just kind of tour the property and kind of get to know them. Then the next month I'll come again and I'll bring them a little treat. I might bring them lunch, or depending on who they are, how well we got along, I'll bring them wine or something. They really get a kick out of that. They love it. Bottle's usually gone when I get back. So it's really, really good, and they always send me referrals after I do that. So it's really good. Not all the properties will allow you to like pay them, so you have to do like food or drinks. Some will allow $50, but most properties don't allow that. All right, it's time for everyone's favorite part, that first contact, first meeting with our clients. This is crucial in building a good, solid foundation for their relationship. Don't worry about Craigslist right now. We will actually do a Craigslist post together, so we'll do that towards the end. Parts of the call. Identify what the call is about. Are they calling about a property? Are they calling about an ad just, offering your services? Then you want to give them a little bit of information about the property or how you can help them. Then gather what it is they're looking for. How many bedrooms, the area they're looking, move date, price range, things of that nature. Then you want to make them, want to work with you. What I mean by this is, kind of show your expertise, talk about previous times you've helped clients, talk about, other properties in the area that are really good. Just kind of show your knowledge. This is a good way to kind of make sure your client follows up with you, make sure your client trusts you and wants to work with you. Then next you want to explain your services. So only about half the people we come in contact with actually have worked with an apartment locator before. So you will have to explain that, we are completely free to people. Just how we get paid is they have to list us on the application as a referral source. That's that simple, but you need to say that as something you'll probably say multiple times throughout the conversation, even the first call. Then you want to get their personal information. These are things like income, rental history, record meaning criminal record, and credit. Now, starting out, these might feel a little awkward, but as you do it more often, you'll learn that it's incredibly important to get all this information up front rather than being timid about asking it. and you want to make sure you know that you're doing it in the client's best interest. Then after you get their personal information, you'll want to review everything you've talked about, make sure you're on the same page. Then lastly, always thank the person you're talking to for taking the time out of their day. You know, a lot of people have busy schedules. They didn't have to sit there and do the full conversation with you. So just thank them for their time. They really will appreciate it. All right, next we're going to be talking about some tips over the phone that are going to help you convert calls into leads. First, always be positive and engaging through the phone. People are much more likely to work with someone that is positive and engaging rather than someone that just treats them like a number. I cannot tell you how many times someone has told us that we are the most positive or we are the most enthusiastic person or locator they've come in contact with, and they solely want to work with us just for that one reason. And engage with them. Understand what it is they're looking for, why they're looking for it. Next, be a problem solver. Everyone calling you has a problem that they need solved, whether it's a small problem like finding the best pricing or a big problem like they are currently being evicted. Be their solution and help them solve their problem. Be in control of the conversation. Don't let the client take over. If the client takes over and dominates the conversation, you are 15% less likely to lease them. Stay in control by asking close-ended questions and sharing your knowledge. Close-ended questions can be like, are you bringing a pet with you? Do you need washer and dryer hookups? Do you need it in the unit or on site? Close-ended questions, try to stay away from open-ended questions if the person seems to kind of dominate the conversation. And just share your knowledge. Talk about past experiences, how you've handled the situation, and how you should handle the situation now. Knowledge is key. Sharing your knowledge with your client will change how they respond to you and how they work with you. Make yourself be seen as an expert in the industry. Talk about, properties in the area. Talk about the area itself if you don't know the properties yet. Talk about the managements you could be looking for if they have issues, because you'll be looking for specific managements. Lastly, don't put your foot in your mouth. Speak about what you do know, and if you don't know, just listen or ask for assistance after the call. You'll be given a written script to be used as referral material while on a call. You will also practice the script with another agent. You're encouraged to tweak it and revise the script to make it fit your style. A couple frequently asked questions. First, is the area safe? Never ever say an area is safe. Whenever someone asks this, I just say it's more or less desirable. That's a real easy way to get around it and people understand what you're talking about without actually saying the area is safe. You can also say crime has no area code. It happens everywhere. You can also encourage your clients to check out the local police maps. Will I get approved? Answer to that is it's never 100%, but according to everything you've told me, the odds are very good. So we can never say at 100% whether they're going to be approved. That's not necessarily a trick thing. We just don't want to set unrealistic expectations, so we can say that. But based on what they've said, they should be good. Why do you go to the apartments with me? You can tell them, I go to simply make sure that you're getting what you want at the best pricing possible. I go also to make sure you're not being mistreated or misinformed, as that happens frequently with new leasing agents. Other frequently asked questions. So whenever we first talk to someone, we don't always like to give out the address or the name of the apartment. So we kind of like to fill out the client first. So when someone asks what's the address of the apartment, this answer kind of depends. If the person is asking it right up front before you can get anything from them, I would recommend not giving the address to them by saying, I don't know the address off the top of my head, as you will not hear from them again, so it's not really worth trying to get them or work with them as a client. On the other hand, if the person is willing to work with you, go ahead and give them an address. We do want to be helpful at the same time. What's the name of the apartment? Again, this answer kind of depends on how willing that person is to work with you, so it's kind of the same as the first one. At this time, go ahead and reach out to the manager to practice your scripts. Kind of sit down and we'll practice it together. Make sure you have a full understanding of it so you're not going into it fresh.